Hi everyone, welcome to our third blue video in this floral pencil series. These are the two blues that I've chosen for this one. So we've got the Peacock Blue and the Robin Egg Blue. I feel they're slightly turquoisey, but I'm not sure, maybe they're not. But anyway, I have carefully picked the flower because we've got a blue here and a blue here. So I didn't want a blue quite close to that one or that one. So I'm actually going to do this very end one here. So we're just going to move a few things so I can move my book across a little bit. Oops. Now it's very wonky. There we go. Now I will start with the pencil. It's quite a large pencil on this one actually. I'll start with that first. So I'm just going to give them a sharpen before I start. And just looking at this wreath on this side as it's sort of in shot on my pencil. That was one of the planner pages I think on last year's planner, and I did a video for every single flower. I took her, yeah, it's fun. Right, so let's see if we can just go in the tab. There we go. I don't want to zoom in too far. And I'm going to start with the Peacock Blue and do the edges of the pencil. So as we have done with all of them, a darker line down the edge, and then less towards the middle again. Because it's overlapping, it makes it a little bit difficult to find the middle. So we're going to start on this side and see where we're at. And it's also because the pencils aren't all at the same angle, which makes the picture look a lot more interesting, I have to say. If they were all straight, it might be a little odd. But, I remember when Johanna drew this, well, when she first showed this picture to us before the book was released, and she said it was her shout out to the colouring community, which I thought was rather sweet. She is a lovely lady, of course, Johanna, as we all know. Her new book is on the way. I think she's finished drawing all the pictures. So that's exciting. I don't know whether she's finished inking them and sent them off yet, or whether she's just sort of... Because she shared one the other day. This is the Robin Egg Blue. And I'm going to slightly overlap some of the colour and then bring this in. She was saying the other day how she'd done one, had been doing one when her daughter had chicken pox a couple of weeks ago. So it wasn't that long, and it was hand drawn, but maybe it was the very last one she did, I don't know. But it was this sort of owl post office one, which she said her daughter is into Harry Potter. My son's into Harry Potter. He still is. He's 16. He still likes his Harry Potter. He doesn't like the films at all. He doesn't like the fact, because obviously you may have found this yourself. If you've read a book and then you watched a film, they would have changed bits of it, edited it out bits. Obviously, they're unlikely to be able to include everything. And even sometimes change characters and things, and it can be irritating. I have found the same thing with certain films myself, and I just don't like the way they've done certain things. So he will not watch the films. Of course, when he was younger, I wouldn't let him watch all of them. I let him watch the first few, and then they got the age, I think it was they were 12, and he was too young. And then I think one of them was really nasty, and I just didn't want him to watch it. So I'm back to the Mykonos Blue, and we're going to do the flower. No, I'm lying. This is the Peacock Blue. We're not using the Mykonos Blue. I'm sorry, Peacock Blue. So I'm going to do the areas that I want to be darker on my flower. I just knocked my eraser on the floor. I'm just going to rub brush off that. Look at my eraser. It got caught on the sleeve of my cardigan. I'm wearing my cardigan today. It's nice and warm, but it's a bit cold in here. But I'm warm enough now. Trying to keep the heating down, just to make sure. Well, we're in a very lucky position where we know how much our heating is going to go up, and my husband's had a pay rise which will cover it. So I know a lot of people aren't in that position, but I figure that if we can reduce the amount of gas and electric we use, that will help reduce the demand generally. It will just help. If there's less demand, then hopefully the prices won't go up so madly. I'm going to use the robin egg glue now. Oh, there's a van, might be my parcel. So anyway, so I'm trying to do that, and actually it's quite warm today really. It was chilly first thing, but when I first get up I'm rushing around, I get quite warm. Anyway, and I went out, and it was warm. So just trialing. If everyone finds it too uncomfortable, we can do something different. But I'm trying to lighten my touch as I come towards the end of the petal, so it's a bit paler down here. So I'm going to repeat that by doing more layers at the top here, and then less as I go down, so that the tip is paler, because this is our light blue flower. And the same here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now I want quite a pale stem on this one as well, because we've got the pale blue. I don't want the stem to sort of jump out and look too dark. So I'm having a look at what I've got. This one, we've got a turquoise, and I think that may work. So I'm saying these are turquoisey blues, but this is the turquoise green. I'm going to try. If it's a bit too blue, I may add some other greens with it, but I'm just going to... Did I use it there? No. I'm just checking that No, that's the shamrock green. You can't see what I'm pointing at. This one next to it, I don't want it to be the exact same colour, but it isn't. So that's good. Just trying to mix it up a little bit so it looks random. And I think it's tricky. You don't want everything to be completely different to what's next to it, or else it won't look random. But on the other hand, you want it mixed up a bit. So I've done a light layer over everywhere on the stem. We'll do the same on the leaves actually. And then we'll have a think about what to do. We might be able to layer this up a little bit and not use another colour. I'm going to put a bit more at the base of this leaf here. Here. Like that. A bit here, I think, and either side of here. I'm wondering about a bit down here as well. I just realised you can't see the very bottom of the stem. I'm sorry. Let's zoom out a little bit more. There we go. It isn't. I just done a little bit more here, and the rest is just plain colouring. There's nothing much to see. There we go. I'm actually done, I think. I'm going to leave it like that. Quite pale, because it is a pale blue. I think it works with the pale stem. So let's just, as I always do, zoom out a little and just have a look at the whole thing. Going to all appear in shot. There we go. And see how it looks. And I think that looks fine for me anyway. So I seem to be running out of voice, so I'm going to stop there and have a coffee, and wish you a very happy day. Hope you have some fun, have some relaxation, and happy colouring.